Zumo. This is High Priestess LaShawn of the Woman of Ankh Sisterhood of Womb Priestesses. And today what I wanted to do was share more information about Yoni steaming. And I want to start with the basics of what Yoni steaming is. Yoni steaming made a resurgence probably about like 2015. It became very popular again. In 2016 is when I actually started providing Yoni steaming services for my clients. But still, I come across women who really don't know what a Yoni steam is. They've heard about it, but they still don't know what it is, and they never received one, of course, because they're not for sure what it is, or maybe they just heard some negative things about it, as far as maybe their gynecologist told them, oh, that's something you shouldn't be doing. Or they heard a horror story from someone else who did receive a Yoni steam and it didn't go well. I've met women like that, and I was able to create a safe space for them to trust me to do a Yoni steam with me and to have a great experience with it. The possibility of having that bad experience comes from working with someone who hasn't been properly trained when it comes to Yoni steaming. But again, just to start out with the basics of what a Yoni steam is, most of the time there's going to be a stool. I'm sitting on one of the Yoni stools here. I'm at my retreat space. There's going to be a stool that you're going to sit on, and it's going to have a hole in it. It's going to have a hole in it, and that's where you're going to sit, and you're going to open your legs to receive the herbal essences of the infusion that your practitioner has prepared for you. Now, what's going to be in that herbal infusion depends on who you are and what your needs are. But on a physical level, Yoni steaming is for women that have fibroids, endometriosis, women that have PCOS, maybe they're having fertility issues, and they might be going through that phase of life called menopause. I actually have a herbal blend for those women. I call it the wise woman, okay? But within that herbal infusion is going to be herbs that's going to assist you physically. If you have fibroids, it's going to help with decreasing the cramping, maybe the amount of blood that's flowing during your cycle at that time. PCOS is going to be herbs that's going to help to balance out your hormones. For women that are going through that phase of life called menopause, it's going to be something that's going to help with balancing your hormones, but also maybe something to enhance your sexual libido. Maybe it's going to be some herbs in there that's going to help you with vaginal dryness as well. So it just all depends on what your needs are and what the practitioner can create for you. Your practitioner would need to be a Yoni steam herb alchemist, meaning she would know how to just create those customized blends for you. But once your practitioner has your custom blend for you, she's going to heat it up in some water, and there's different ways that can be done as well. Heat it up in some water, and then once you sit over the herbs and she stirs it a little bit, then the steam is going to come up. The skin in the vaginal area is very thin. It's very thin, and when that steam comes up and it has all those herbal essences in it, the pores are going to open up. Then your body is just going to start taking in those herbs, and you're going to start to feel very relaxed, and you might just feel like a little calm over you. I've even had some clients tell me that they can taste the herbs, as their body is enveloping them. They can taste them. They can taste the different herbs that's in the water. And as you sit over the herbs, again, you'll get very relaxed. And during this time, you can just sit here and take in the physical of the herbs. But if you have a practitioner like me, we're going to do some work during that time. The work we're going to do is going to depend totally on you and where you're at in your healing journey. Because when you're sitting over these herbs, that portal is open. Your womb portal is open. So it's the perfect time for us to be able to release some of the stagnant energy that's lying within your womb space, to start to get just to get your chi moving. And we can do that a couple of different ways while you're sitting here. I might take you through a guided meditation. There might be some journaling, or there just might be a wombversation, a conversation between me, you, and your womb to bring those things forward that are keeping you weighed down. Those things that's not, you know, helping you to be the greatest version of yourself. It might be conversations from years ago. Those things that just keep reoccurring or reappearing in your life. Yoni steaming is a place to where you can release those things. You can release them. You can start to feel lighter. You can start to actually start walking into who you are. Now, one session is going to make you feel great. Let me tell you that. You're going to feel great. You're going to feel lighter afterwards, especially if your practitioner did work with you during this period of time. You're going to feel better. But you're going to go back out there in the world. You're going to be feeling good. Your light going to be shining a little bit brighter. And somebody's going to want to dim it. They're going to try to help you to remember who you used to be. How dare you become somebody new, baby? How dare you become higher than what you were? How dare you elevate? How dare you elevate? So let me help bring you back down. But that's when you come in for another session so you can release that energy, so you can get that energy flowing. You're going to come back, you're going to feel good again. You're going to feel good again. And you're going to go back out there, and it's going to happen again. But then you come back. And then we get to a certain point in your journey where we start going a little bit deeper with your work. These Yoni steams turn into something a little bit different. The herbs start to change. They become more energetically charged instead of physically charged, because now we're not working on your physical symptoms. We're trying to get to the core, to bring all of that negative energy up out of you. So then we're going to start doing a little combination. The combination is going to be Yoni steaming. We're going to start doing some energetic work as well. And we're going to start doing some womb massages. And the womb massages is going to help to stir that chi up. We're going to pull that energy. We're going to be cutting cords. But see, all of that can't happen on your first visit. It happens as you travel on your journey. Sometimes I get women who come in, they want to get right to the table. I want to start cutting cords now. You're not ready to cut the cords yet. And you're not ready to cut the cords yet because you're going to go back in the world and somebody's going to try to remind you who you are or who you used to be. Because you're becoming who you really are at your core, but they want to keep you where they know you. They want you to be safe right there for them. Not for you, but for them. So that's why this video went a whole different way than I wanted it to. So what the message is, as you work with the practitioner, as you work with the healer, be patient with your healing journey. Know that it is going to take time. Know that after sessions, when you go back into the world, the world is going to try to remind you of who you've been and not always support who you're becoming. That's the message for today, even though that's not what I started out, wanting to talk about, but that's the message for today. The world will try to keep you where you're at, especially when you're trying to elevate. So just make sure that as you work with your practitioner, as you work with your healer, that be patient and kind with yourself, give yourself grace, and make sure you keep coming back. Keep coming back, okay? So yeah, that is totally not what I wanted to share today, but that's what ended up being shared, so that is what was meant to be shared. So until the next time, this is High Priestess LaShawn of the Woman of Sisterhood of Womb Priestesses. Thank you for listening. Share this video, like this video, because someone else probably needs to hear this message as well. I appreciate you, and until next time, have an amazing Sunday.